Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right at the end of the last American episode, P-36, we looked at it. It's a really nice little plane. I know, who would have known? So, time to move on. So let's see what we can do. So have a look at the upgrades, all fully done. So first thing first, let's go to the next one. So P-40 Warhawk, let's grab this plane. Boom, that's it. Let's get the commander ready to rock and roll at tier 5. And let's see exactly what we can do. So let's view in the hangar. There we go. That was an nice little change. Oh, that's a nice looking plane. Sleek, glossy. Very, very nice. So let's put some basic equipment on. Get ready to rock and roll. You know the normal thing. Just get it ready. Jump into a game. See what we can do. Standard 11,000, and what we're going to do is get the basic information from the previous one and see exactly what the changes are. So as we did that full review, let's have a look. So survivability goes up by 200 up to 240. That's a 60-point difference. Wow. With just roughly, well, about 180 kilos extra weight. Okay, let's have a look at the gun armament. It's down by 16. So you've got 4 12 mils compared to 2 previously, and 4 7.62. So the range is, you've got a little bit more long range reach. Let's have a look at the airspeed, or the air details. So 517 points, it goes up to 576, so let's see what that actually entails. So let's have a look. Top speed goes up from 358 to 365, so only 7 difference, but this is basic. This is with no modifications, just the straight P-40. So stall speed 150, so it's 10 worse, so the 36 is a better dogfighter. Okay, interesting. Rate of climb 36 compared to 38.8, so the P-36 is still a better plane. Let's have a look. Dive at sea level, we're looking, let's have a look, 650 up to 750, so that immediately, so this can dive faster. I presume this is going to be a higher level plane. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Maneuverability, identical, that's always good. Rate of roll is the same. Controllability, it's 3 points higher on controllability, so the guns are more accurate. That's nice, and as I suspected, the altitude performance has gone up from 1500 to 1600. Neat. Okay, so that's where we are with the basic setup. Now let's click on here. Details of the aircraft, upgrades, and we'll have a look at exactly what. So going for the airframe, increases, let's get all of these open so we can see what all the changes do. So airspeed increases, so maximum dive goes up by 30. Okay, and the airspeed increases, the weight goes up a little, the survivability goes up, some more hit points. That's quite nice, so let's get that on. 45,000, yeah, let's go with that. That then opens up this additional firepower, which wasn't available until we had that change. So let's see exactly what this gives us. So it goes from 4 up to 6 12.7s. Weight increases, gun armament goes up by 81. Wow. Airspeed drops a little bit, and rate of climb drops a little bit. Okay, interesting. So let's have a look at the aircraft view. The standard 152 points up to 500 meters. Let's check out. Well, that'll just be that boost right the way out, as they're the same guns. You've just got more of them, so it'll increase 162 up to 242. That's quite substantial. So let's get that on. So that's that sorted. Now, engine wise, let's see what the standard engine does. Plus 20 kilos, but the airspeed increases by 10. That's nice. Rate of climb increases by 1.5. and the maximum airspeed increases by 5 overall. So that is neat. So we'll research that. And the top engine increases the overall by 25. Rate of climb increases, and the optimum increases by 15. So that's all additional numbers which are very, very useful. So we need 50,000. So let's put in 30,000 there. In fact, let's go for 500,000. Let's go for 500,000. Let's put that on to start off with. Okay, so this is the best standard setup it can be, and so we'll have a look and see exactly what the options are. And at this point, you've got the option to go to the P-51 Mustang or the P-38 Lightning. So I'll show you where that is. So working our way down, so you can either go to the P-51 in this direction or sideways to the P-8F. So it's still a tier 5, but it brings you into this new area with the with these upgraded planes with the twin-engined fighters. So we're going to push down towards the 86A at the moment, and let's have a look. I'll show you at this stage, because after this you'll just so you've got so you know which the branches lead you into and exactly what you're going to get from one or the other, so you can choose what you're going to do. So survivability 600 and 700, the weight 6,300 and 10,300, huge difference in weight. Gun armament 1,200 with the XF90, it looks big, it is big, and 500 with the 514 with the 86A. So this has got the MGs 12.7s. You're still running those 12.7s. The XF90 gets 6 20mm cannons. Huge amount of firepower. Very punchy. Airspeed. So speed at sea level 1,000 and 1,150 with the XF90. Optimum speed 862 with the XF and 525 with the 88A. Rate of climb 67.5 with the 86 and 78.8 with the XF90. So we can see where they are, but the stall speed goes for the XF is 300 and the 86A is 200. So you can see which one is the better dogfighter. And you can also see which one's faster to target and has got more damage but doesn't have MGs and can't quite cover as much air, which hasn't got the range of shot, but is basically just fills that area with tons and tons and tons of MG fire. Now we come to the manoeuvrability, so let's have a look. So 935 compared to 380 with the F86A turning in 9.6 seconds, really good. And the XF90 17.3 seconds. Let's just say it doesn't turn very well, but it depends if you like this sort of fighter. Boom and zoom par excellence, with the 86A having a roll rate of 160 points, really good. The XF90 only 90 degrees a second is it's okay for say a tier 3 or 4. Some of those just don't, they don't roll very well, but up here you want something a bit better. Controllability, the 86A has got more controllable and more accurate guns, even though they're those MGs. So that's quite a significant thing. The XF90, it drops to 79. Then they've actually got very similar altitude performance peaks, with the XF90 being at 3,000 meters and the F86A being at 2,800 meters. So only 200 meters difference. So, but one is a straight high range thrusting forward fighter with big guns. Anything in front of it, woe betide. But the F86A, just watch out. Dogfight. It's not a bad little thing in a dogfight. So it depends what you want. Now you've got all the details, you now know which line you want to go up. There's also another way of coming in, going down the multi-role fighters. You can follow it through to the F4U, come in from tier 6 and cut across to go to the F7F, the Grumman, Tiger Cat, tier 7, and miss out these first couple. So that's another option you've got later. So you could work your way down, do all of this line, and at the same time do the multi-roll. Either continue on the multi-roll down to the F7U, or cut across up to the XF90. And possibly, if you wanted a heavy fighter and a multi-roll, coming down here as just one single line, splitting off this way for this fighter, and pushing down for the multi-roll in this way. So, but the choices are yours, and I'll run through each of these choices again as we work our way through, and as I later push down the multi-roll line to give you the options, and the same when we get to tier 8, which then banks off to the F6U off at the side instead of the F94D, and then brings you back to the F7U at tier 10. And I'll show you that quickly, but that's not the focus of this. I just want you to know. So the F7U, 700 survivability, 1200 kilos, very, very big. Basically a quad 20mm cannons. Airspeed, you're looking 550. Top speed at sea level 1100. Rate of climb 52.5, which isn't too bad, and a stall speed of 200, which is really good. So it's, even though it's a multi-roll, it's more of a fighting multi-roll. Maneuverability, it's got less maneuver. Well, it's actually less maneuverable than. It's better with a low stall speed, but the average time to turn 360 is 13.1, and the rate of roll, instead of the XF90, which had 90, this has got 110. So, looking between the two, one is a better fighter. Oh God, there we go. So we can see airspeed coming in. There we go. So the XF90 rate of climb 78.8 compared to 52.5 with the 7U. 550 compared to 862. Huge differences. But this has got the option of that maneuverability, which will allow it to dogfight. Now let's look at this dogfighting ability between the two of them. 13.1 compared to 17.1. Rate of roll 90 compared to 110, and the gun accuracy, the controllability, is 79 with both of them. Very, very neat. But this operates at a lower speed than even the 86A, the F86A, which was running at 2,800. This is running 1,000 meters below it. Very interesting situation, and I'm looking forward to testing that out for you guys, and then we can see exactly what it's like. So yes, as soon as I get down to that, I will show you what it's like. So I hope you like this. So without further ado, let's get back to the P-40. We want to put some equipment on it. So before we go on our first sortie, so let's have a look. First of all, let's re-look at these specifications. Think about what's going to suit it. So, rate of roll is an issue, but as it's so bad, because we're looking about 2 seconds slower than some other planes, which is going to be an issue. So what we need to do at this tier is compare this to other tier 5s to try and work out exactly what it can and can't do. So the old favourite, let's get the Spitfire out and see how it compares to that. And on the other side, let's get the Japanese out. Oops, that's the other way. There we go. And we'll compare these. So survivability on all of them, we are looking 250, the best of all, 2,900 kilos, 2,800 with a Spitfire, and 2,600 with the Zero. Guns, 226 for the Zero, 243 with the P-40. and 311, by far the best with the Spitfire. So the 12.7 mils, the 20 mil, and essentially 7.62s. So this is a mid-range option. The two 20 mils, longer range, more damage per shot. The MGs are really in close, just ripping things to shreds at very close range. With the A6, you're looking 220 mils and two 7.7s. So it's like the Spitfire, just got less machine guns. Airspeed, now comparing them all, let's have a look. So the P-40, 380. The Spitfire, 289. So just roughly 90 slower. Then we come to the A6, the Zero, which is around about 20 less, about 17 less, but let's go with about 20 or so less. Yeah, it's 17 or 18 less than the Spitfire. So the P-40, by far the fastest of them all. Stall speed 150, which is the worst. Spitfire is 120, and the Zero is 90. So the Zero has got the best turning, with the P-40 having the worst. Rate of climb for the Zero is 45.9, very neat. Just below that at 44.9 is the Spitfire, and worst of all, because of all the weight, is the P-40 with 38.3. So it's got a huge speed, but slow to pick up speed. Now, what's it like in a dive? Dive-wise, 780 kilometers an hour in a dive. Very nice. The Spitfire has only got 680, so the P-40 dives 100 kilometers an hour faster to get up to that higher speed, which is 100 kilometers an hour faster. So whatever you're trying to pull away from, you will pull away from, unless it's a German. So that's where you've got to look at it. Then we come to the maneuverability. So let's have a look at this. I'm not expecting great things when you do this comparison, but that's not really what it's all about. So, as I said, the 10.8 average roll is really not a thing. It's awful. Next, at 8.6 with the Spitfire is still really good, but by far the best of these three. The Zero at 7.9, very, very good. Rate of roll, the best is the P-40. So if you can maximise your roll, you may be able to turn, get out of there while they're circling. Just use what you've got. Turn and just floor it. Get away. Get them in your sights. Come down on them. Ram into them. You've got the weight. Take them to pieces. Well, apart from the Spitfire against the P-40. The P-40 has... There we go. Let's have a look. P-40's got more weight, about 5% in it, and it's got 14 more hit points, so one of them's going to come off better, and I would suspect the P-40 is going to come off better. So then the manoeuvrability, accuracy, 83 is the worst, but it's still not that bad. Next best is the Spitfire at 86, and the A6 at 87. That's the top of the three. So not bad at all. Altitude performance way above the others. It's more of an interceptor, but it can do the role. So basically, you want to get up to 1600 meters, boom and zoom, get in on them, take them to pieces, and then get out of this. Get fast, get out of there, get high again, repeat. Bring all that firepower to bear. Spitfire works at 1200 meters, and the A6 works at 800. So now we know a bit about it. So what has this got? Speed and acceleration. So as the turning, no matter what you put on here, you won't have the option. So first thing, we'll go for engine tuning to increase the power by 5% to allow you to speed up and down when you're getting away or accelerating on someone, to catch them up as quickly as you can. Next, aircraft polish to give it even more what it specialises in, make it even better. So if the turning and burning is awful, then you maximise your ability, which is the speed of getting in and getting out, as well as when it does come to it, the firepower. So we'll try with an improved reflector, so anyone sad enough to be in front of your guns is going bye-byes. They've got one chance, and that one chance is not to be in front of your guns. So that's what we're going to go with. So without further ado, let's get into the first battle and see what this is like. Never played it before, and as you know, well, this is what I do. So we'll see what this is like. So we've got a nice amount of power, a very nice amount of power. Fine, fun guns with that middle range. Let me just... I didn't check the distances. Bear with me a second. That's important before I get into this first battle. So sorry about that. So let's look at the range of the guns. I presume it's going to be the standard amount, but I just want to check the fall off and that sort of thing. So the guns, 228 points out to 500 meters, and then reducing out to 625. So anything beyond 625 meters is basically 0. Okay, so 625 is the limit. That was what I wanted to know, and anything within 500 meters is a complete kill zone. And what we need to find is whether the guns overheat. That's one important thing, and I suspect, depending on how long you're firing. So bear with me, I'll just pause this. Okay, we're coming in. Let's see. Right.
Cover your allies. Hit the enemy, and we shall win.
Okay. You mean if we hit the enemy, we'll win? That's a good idea. Never thought of that. So you shoot your enemy, and you've got a chance of winning. Ah, who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? So let's get in and have a look. So I'm going to go for whichever command center is the closest. So we're on the left. So I'm going to bear left, get up to that 1600 meters. Use the power we've got and the additional top speed. Test the guns at first, see what it's like, and well, go and have some fun. Yeah. So it's a nice. Its predecessor was very interesting and more maneuverable than I thought, but this. Let's see how that accelerates pretty well. So that additional engine boost, 550, 560 kmh. We're on our own. I've got someone who I've left behind. 1700 meters, so well up to the top level that it wants to be, about 1600. So just getting back down to about 1600. 440 kmh, very neat. I'll boost 5 seconds, 6 seconds, looking good. 7 seconds, that's a nice amount of boost. Someone up there, let's go for the ME. Let's try and take him out. Actually, doesn't half chew through enemies. Okay, we left them for dead. Let's get back in, see who we can take next. You, my little friend. Right, let's follow in, find where that guy is. Let's boost away. Okay, let's go. Someone on my tail. Fires out to try and get something back. Let's dive to try and get some more speed. Leave him behind. Pull away. rejig, get that health back. That's it. A little bit further, then we can turn back on him and rip him a new one. Got fighters coming in from that side. Time to go in. Against a Spitfire. Let's get in. Yes. Okay, it can take on Spitfires. Time to get away again. Engine's gone. Let's try and use gravity. Wait for that to kick in. We might be killed from behind. That's coming up. That's it. Engine is back online. Go, go, go. Okay, let's boost in. Who's first? You. And then you, my little friend. Ooh, you. We want you. Okay, then back on that main target. Work our way round. Try and take him out. Yes. Let's get away and try and get some healing back. Ooh. Now, one heck of... This has got great survivability. Really does. 5,600 points. You'd be happy with that on one at the end of a game. You know, 5,600, not to be sneezed at. So, let's get in for the next one. Let's get in, sort out these planes that are incoming. Let's see what it's like as an interceptor. That was amazing, the longevity of that. Very, very impressive. Let's go for the guy at the back first. We're going so fast. Took him out. I wanted to test out what it was like, and it's very, very tough indeed. I suspected that we would be able to do it. Okay, next target, next victim. That's it, he's in range. Let's just chew him a new one. Very nice. This is a really good interceptor.
The enemy has gathered forces to attack the command center. Be cautious.
Very, very, very nice. Right, let's go and save the team. Oh, I missed one. We'll save the team later. Okay, let's save the team now.
No enemy bombers have broken through.
Nope, this is a really good interceptor. So we've got someone down here. There you are, my little friends, little Junkers.
Over.
Cool, and away we go. Back up into the wide blue yonder. Okay, let's go and help over here, see who needs us. That's it, save the boost as we work our way in. Coming in, that's it, using the wiggle from left to right with the Q and E. Very, very useful with this.
There's a heavy storm here. Unable
Let's go and take him out.
to turn into base. Do you copy?
Let's circle round. Coming in behind any bomber is not nice for them. He's in our kill zone.
Inbound. Don't let them reach their target.
Let's go round. Our guns have overheated. Spin round. Let them cool off and then come back in on him. That's it. Cool. Next. It just feels so...
They've almost got us.
Oh, goodness. Someone's... Okay, we're going... Such a pity they got through. They're through anyway, so let's go and aid down here. Do some more killing. And see what we can do. Let's spin down. So we've got him up there. Let's take him first. Let's get high. If we can just kill all the enemy, we can still win. You know, you can hopefully you can do as much as possible. 10,000 points already. You know, that's really not bad at all. Closing in very fast on those bow fighters. Kill zone. And he's dead. We're not. Oh no. The other one came in and shot us or whatever. How many points did we do? I felt a little bit let down with that, but it is what it is. So, let's see, 10,450. I wish I could have done more. And their P-40 on the other side did 14,000 points. What does that tell you about the P-40? It's a really, really good plane. First sortie, 11,500 points. You can't do 11,500 points the first time you take a plane out. Well, you can, but what I mean is you can't do 11,000 points in a bad plane. This American line is really solid, really, really solid in so many ways. So let's have a look at the overall flying start. It definitely was. So let's have a look. How much did we make? So 57,000 credits. That's really nice. 1,800 experience on a loss. You know, really not bad at all. Grade 3. Very nice. And the team, let's just put these up by numbers. Not, you know, very in some ways it was really close between the at each level. Just so close. Very, very close game, and the points didn't quite show what things were doing. But between the P-40s, both having over 11,000 points and 15, almost 16,000 points for Captain Kelris. A big shout out to Captain Kelris. Amazingly well done. For me, it was just my first game. I've never played this before. Is it a good plane? Wow, yes. This sort of score is, if this is what this does on a day-to-day basis, when you're not used to playing it, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know how properly you should function with it and the best ways of using it, your first time you just play it and hope what you do is right. He's been playing that for a while, but me, that's my first game, and that's the score that I could have on my first game. It's a really good plane. It is a really, really good plane. And I can't... This is good so far for that sort of... It's got to be... This is a 4-paw or a 4-star plane. Straight out of the box, like this. It's a really... It's not just competent, it's exceptional. The P-40 Warhawk is an exceptional plane. It's one of the best planes I have ever played. It's absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to see the ones above this, but if this is what they have at... well, you saw me going in and taking that Spitfire to pieces. Anything that can go toe-to-toe at Tier 5 with a Spitfire and take a Spitfire out, and I didn't have any modifications in the plane to help me to do things, but that was purely down to knowing how to fly. If you've got the skills to take out... Basically, if you've got the skills to fly properly, You can even take out the likes of Spitfires in this. You just saw me do it. It's a wonderful, wonderful plane. So the P-40 Warhawk. Quadruple paws from the bear. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you on the next one. Take care. Bye.